you look closely enough at the shade of the grass, you see how it's watered. It's just it's just like a streak down the hill a little bit, and then a lot of it is mist. Alright, I think the library is on this road, Broadway. I gotta look at the address again. Their windows are open up there. Alright, so they use a password for this library. So stupid.
Yeah.
Where's the bathroom? Third. $400. Okay. Yeah. Saying it's bikeable, like there's potential, but not quite. Alright, they went all out here. Richest hill on earth because of all the copper. Almost sopping wet from all them sprinklers. Do they ever shut down? I'm guessing this is one of the sites where they would pull the ore out. Action going on there. Watch your hand. Very ornate. 2 separate machines. Maybe just relocated. Sleeping bag. Okay. Okay. Huh. Nice turns. Looks like some kind of digging claws. So these are the boots that were replaced often and they're designed to crush the sand. I don't know, I guess maybe people shoveled the sand in there or the rocks in there by hand so they could crush it all to a sand. Because that would be the beating plate. And then this would be the shoe or the boot. You can see you can see very different wears between this and this. Supposed to be an edible berry. I'm not familiar with this one either. I just tasted it and it's a bit nasty actually. Historic Finland, a city of contrasts. Alright. The Finland Hotel has just one message. Welcome travelers. They have a tour bus and they give tour guides. What? It's not currently a Salvation. The old Salvation Army is for sale by Russell O'Leary. I wonder if you can see inside. Not really. A little bit. I've never seen that motto before. Look at that, they destroyed their own city. City Hall right here. Got the tower, clock tower. Oh yeah, the wonderful back alleys. What they have to tell us about the history of the place. Usually they're unkempt. That's pretty neat. IOOF building. They don't say it outright. The Oddfellows. Oh. Private. Okay. Is there a progression for cutters? This is just general ideas, but it's like, do they start out with maybe taking beatings or self-beating, hitting themselves repeatedly a lot, and then move on to cutting? Because it seems strange that they would just go from being like unbeaten to just start cutting. So my intestines were feeling a little upset earlier, but then I found my spearmint leaves. I had a nice sized bag of them, so I made a little tea, pretty much just soaked them in water, and it really seemed to have settled it down. I'll report later if anything changes. You know, you get a little bit of that San Francisco feel with the hills and the tall houses. You know, when I looked at the map and saw the big buildings and only the parking was reserved for on the side of the road, I really expected some serious regulation, even like paid parking spots, like practically like other big cities, but it's not like that at all. No, one road is like really regulated. There are a lot. Oh, they got a regulated. You have to go 15 between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. But there's a lot of space up on top of this hill. It's really amazing. Hardly regulated at all. And they have a lot of big buildings. Pretty incredible. Warehouse disaster of 95. Can that be red? You really get a picture of what was going on in history. It's like the California gold rush was all commercial. It was all about the excitement that came over the wave of people, but the Montana copper rush really didn't attract the media like the California gold rush did, but the Montana rush is definitely significant. This building is shut down. Yeah, I can't really pick it up. General questions, building mainline. I really can't. They got a camera on me. This theater across from the library's got, I think, several bands. Some kind of gothic. Alright, I seen the Lady of the Butte like 5 years ago. I talked to some homeless man who claimed that he helped put it up. I doubt it. Alright, what is all this mess? Huh. Stomach bitter. Okay, weird. So they got these mining things. Not sure what to think of that. Outside, just outside of the city. Alright, so this is the pit. I just want to get this information here. We're pretty high up in the air, I guess. And then, yeah. Alright, so that's it. You gotta go through the building to get through the tunnel to see the big pit. It's just a pit, but people have recorded it, most likely. Flags over there. $2 to get in here. Alright, sun rising up in the morning time, and see the city. Well, city's to my left of this thing. You see the big city over there. The start of all those big buildings. They really built a lot. The thing is, there's not a lot of people for the amount of building office space around there, because I've seen like 2 or 3 huge buildings completely boarded up, shut down. There is a low activity for such a high office space area. So on the top of this hill, you can see several of these head things. One off on the very peak, and then over more here. Slightly different designs, I would say, slightly different purposes. And there's probably another I missed, yeah, over there. That's the one on display though in the city, I think. Next to the train tracks.